Preventing pregnancies that will end badly is not an easy job, okay? Because we have to kind of fly in the face of what nature wants or what nature, leads us to do. Now, Eleanor Cooney wrote an article, The Way Things Were, about how she sought an abortion in the 1960s. She said that there wasn't anything interesting or even interestingly sordid about the sex. She was 17 years old. The guy was a little younger. They were older. A couple of horny oafs. They did what came naturally. But she did not accept the consequences of it, the natural consequences of it. Now, one thing we really have to do is make sure that boys and girls in their teen years don't spend time alone together. Now, I don't want to segregate them from each other, but when they are alone together, nature is likely to take its course. Okay, and the whole problem she had, and she did eventually abort, started because her and a boy were alone and nature took over and they were careless. Now, I think that's one thing we got to do is just not spend time alone together. Okay. Time alone with a person of the same sex can lead to problems too, but not pregnancy. Okay. And that's one thing we've got to look at. Now, contraceptives. Contraceptives, I'm not sure how I feel about them because they have a failure rate. All of them do have a failure rate. And a lot of people on the other side believe that the use of contraceptives gives a false sense of security and leads people to have more sex than they would have, and then the contraceptives fail and the female is pregnant. Okay. Now, I really think that we have to make a distinction between sex acts that can lead to pregnancy and sex acts that cannot lead to pregnancy. Okay. There is definitely a distinction there, and even a moral distinction. Okay, so while it would be best, abstinence might be best, another type of sex act should be considered. If Melissa Etheridge and Elton John can have satisfying sex lives without the sex act that leads to pregnancy, then so can straight people. Okay. And anybody who knows me knows that I am not a prude by any means. But I do suggest that we put young people of opposites of different sexes not spend time alone together if possible, and that instead of relying on contraception, we rely perhaps on things that are 100%. 100% means abstinence from the pregnancy-causing act. It wouldn't necessarily mean complete abstinence. Hope you like hearing that. Bye.